And we're back. So, when we left off, we had just defeated the rebel army in a large battle. Our king was outnumbered 2-1, but the cataphracts and luring the enemy into that little valley, I was able to destroy them all. And with the rebels gone, things are doing a lot better at Ctesiphon. And Hatra is not doing so well because this Parthian army is coming. And the king is weakened, but I'm hoping if we get just a little time, things will be back to normal. And I think with my garrison, fire and steel, and the king's army, we can defeat this full stack of Parthians. Paradene was pushed back because the garrison of Artaxata is just too good for them to win. It was going to be a really annoying battle with all these javelin cav running around, so I just auto-resolved it. And our capital is doing quite well. Quite well. Hey, if at some point I have the money to upgrade to the Royal Karka, then that'll basically make the city impregnable. And it'll improve wealth quite a bit. I'm hoping after I upgrade to this siege technology here, that'll really, I think it'll definitely force the Parthians to do what they're bad at. If they ever gain the advantage in the field, that tech will force the Parthians to assault. And they are not good at siege assaults, especially walled settlements, due to their lack of good infantry. So that's why I'm doing that. And then I hope to continue with the economic tech, especially armed escorts and stuff, so that I can start upgrading my buildings again, especially in the main province at Armenia. And we're almost ready to actually expand Karana next turn. And I think if we can push back these two Parthian armies, I'm going to send a couple armies down here to Charax to complete Mesopotamia, which will also give us this next objective, and I think improve our Imperium enough so that we can raise a couple more armies. And that'll be a good thing since we're a little overextended here. So let's end the turn, and let's see what the Parthians are going to bring. And I mentioned in the last episode, it seems to me like Antony's Rome has totally abandoned all its efforts in the Middle East here. And they've left Samosata, Antioch, and Tyre pretty much undefended. So that is definitely an avenue of expansion that I'm interested in. Our agent is exposed. That's okay. Economic potential. Research a tech in economy. And what'll we get? Plus 5% wealth. It's not bad. It's not bad. I do want to finish this tech. But it won't take too long to do this. So I'm going to do armed escorts.
At your service.
Just to complete that objective. And we can expand Karana. Oh, I see. I see what they're doing. I think they want to attack the capital. They won't win. Especially with my upgraded walls and garrison. So they can attack it all they want. I'm gonna have, just in case they decide not to assault the settlement and they decide to just wait it out, I'm gonna have the king standing by here. Because I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want to lose the capital again. The Parthians they're having some plague problems here. I think if we improve... Yeah, if we build royal stables at Hatra, that'll make the garrison very strong, with the 2 cataphracts and Persian cav. And upgrading the infantry tent won't do much. We'll save some money, and I might consider doing that. Governor's Palace. That will be good. That will be good. I'm a little too indecisive here. Okay, we're still connected to Hatra there, so they'll still reinforce us if the Parthians decide to turn around. But you know, at this point the king's army is strong enough to just take him on right now. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the purifying flames here. And we are going to attack them. They're going to retreat here, I know it. They're not. Okay, this is going to be a large battle. Let's fight this out. Control large army. Let's fight. So in the old Total Wars in Medieval 2 and Rome, the original Rome, what you could do is put your reinforcements under the command of the AI. So it would be like a general loyal to you coming to help you, but you're not necessarily in charge of the logistics of that army. And I actually like that, but it seems like I have to be in command of everything here, or else I have to wait for reinforcements. I guess they did that so that if your computer couldn't handle over 20 units in a battle, then you wouldn't have to do that, but I would like that option back if that's possible. Oh, and we've got some horse archers here. So I might move them around there at some point. So we've got our Noble Blood Cav and our Azad Knights on the right. And our Cataphracts. And some more Noble Blood Cav on the left and some Azad Knights. And our reinforcements are going to come from there. So let's see what they want to do here. I think they're going to charge at us, because they don't want my army to combine with the other one there before engaging them. which would be just fine with me. Oh, let's see what the Cartly Axemen look like. They look like armored axemen, so that's nice. What are the Parthians doing? They're gonna wait for us. Okay, that's fine. So we'll move our archers here. And our infantry here. So we'll set up our armies. And then engage at their discretion. Got our horse archers here. Actually, let's move these horse archers around the back here, just to give them some missiles from the back. My horse skirmishers are weak. I don't want to lose them for no reason. And we'll move the heavy cav there, and the other heavy cav division down there. And are the Parthians going to move? The answer is no. It's good for us. Let's move closer. Don't want to move my infantry on the other side by accident there. We've got some wild wolves here, just hanging out. Even the wolf AI is confused. Okay, so I have a feeling the enemy is going to get crushed here. Let's get closer. They are charging. So let's engage. Wow, those cataphracts are slow. Let's give battle rhythm to the cataphracts. And push against those mercenary cav there. Oh, that's not good. Ah, the enemy slingers here are being annoying. Let's crush these Persian cav real quick. Hey, if they want to engage their cataphracts with my hoplites, they can be my guest. Okay. Wow, these guys are slow. Okay, let's use our cavalry there to engage these fellows. So have the royal cataphracts hit those infantry. They're just about done here. Yeah, the cataphracts are done. Of course, you don't charge cataphracts into spearmen, first of all, and then you don't charge them when those spearmen have reinforcements of spearmen right behind them. And the enemy's broken. Let's end the battle. Yeah, and the enemy was pretty much completely destroyed. I lost an axeman unit, but you know what? I'll upgrade them to some cartly axemen. Or I lost a hillman unit, so that's not too much of a drain. Yeah, so that was a nice little battle. And our archers did very well indeed. I cannot stress the importance of missile units in these battles, especially foot archers, because when you're dealing with the Parthians, when they recruit a lot of slingers and horse archers, horse skirmishers, things like that, foot archers become very important. And that's true for any faction, that when they're recruiting worse missile units, if you just have good basic archers, they'll do a lot of damage for you.
On the move, my lord.
So that was a nice heroic battle there.
At your command, my lord.
Let's have Archa finish him off here. I'm not doing the chasing after the battle by hand because I think that'll look tedious. That's just tedious.
You have further orders?
Okay, so Archa gained a little bit of experience there. So I'm going to make Archa have an infantry army. So we'll let's give him a stuffed enemy. Why not? Let's put him back in the capital. And let's give him the commander trait. So again, I cannot stress Artaxias's tactician skills enough, because the plus 24% campaign map movement range comes in very handy. So let's see how long it's going to take for his troops to replenish. It's going to take a few turns here. Yeah, it's going to take a few turns. So let's give him a cartly axeman to replace the lost hillman there. Yeah, so if I had cartly axemen holding off their infantry in that battle, they would have done better than the hillmen did. Just got destroyed. So we can upgrade Karana right now. And I think I'm going to do that. And let's think about what I want to do here. So I could build a nice commerce building. I don't have enough trade going on here. And I do have... yeah. Culture is also good. Well, let's see what I can do. I could build another mine. Or I could improve my tax collection. Or I could build a light cavalry recruitment center. Which might be nice, all things considered. And it'll, especially since I have these horse corrals here. But I kind of want to focus on economics right now, and maybe I'll do the horse corrals later. Maybe I'll build them in Dikranagert. So let's do the courier post. Yeah, let's do the courier post. Because that'll also give us a bonus against agents. Which is something I want to have in my main province. Because I'm sure enemy agents are going to be flocking here once I get a little too large for their liking. So, what else can I do this turn? I can upgrade my economic buildings at Thapsacus, which is pretty safe, I think. Ah, the Romans have struck back at Pontus, as well as Galatia. That is not good for us. That is not good for us at all. So let's just check out our allies up north for a sec. Kartli is doing very well in their war with the northern tribes here. And Pontus, it seems like they've kind of consolidated what they've got here. They've lost the capital of the Bosporus, which is not good, because it means they don't have those province bonuses. And the Parthian army does not look very strong right now. They look very weak. So that's not good. And Antony's second legion is right there at Tarsus, in Cilicia, in Gilicia. So I'm not sure what to say here. I think I'm going to bring Daryavahu back to Armenia. And then have him improve my tax collection.
How can I serve you?
Paradene is still in my face here. I'm not sure what to do about them at the moment. I think I need to recruit. If I can make the champions of Ishtar a big strong army, that might be enough to beat them. We need some hoplites. And what have they got there? Got a lot of spearmen. So if I make another hillman unit, that'll be good against their spearmen. Got a good number of archers. Yeah. It's just Paradene has a second army there. So if I can strengthen Archa's army after they recover a little bit, then I'll send the stonecutters. You know, maybe when the king is ready and the army is all recovered, I'm going to send them to Gazaka. And depending on what the Parthians do with this army, I might send Cambyses to besiege Charax. Let's see what happens. Oh. Orodes needs a skill. Assassination? Cunning? Oh, mass poisoning. Let's do that. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of overpowered agents in the latest Total Wars. But you know what? Might as well use them. I did used to use a lot of mods back in the day, especially the original Rome. Roma Surrectum is one of the great mods of that game. I used to play it a lot. Oh, finally, Kartli wants an alliance. I'm totally fine with that. I do not want an unnecessary war in the north, that's for sure. And if I'm allied with Kartli, I'm hoping if Arzahan betrays me or something, Kartli will help me out. Promotion secured. Well, he served me well, so why not? Okay. Troubled populace. That is not good. So how can we improve that? By not upgrading the buildings. Or actually by upgrading the... Anyway, I think it's about time to end this episode. And I think next time we'll have a lot of battles in Media. See you then.